I say either put it in your program as soon as you get to your destination point, or when you come see me, what's going to happen is I'm going to do some calculations, and I've got a sheet that's made up that says your car gets X amount of miles to the gallon, and we kind of back into it what the number of gas is, and then you kind of validate that through your bank statements.
That works when your odometer doesn't work.
Do you have the log book, the little booklets?
Do I have it?
Yeah.
No, but I know someone that could probably get you one with your name on it.
You can download it from the internet. You can just Google, and they have downloadable.
Well, I've got a small one that I had gotten from a tax person. Yeah, and it's really nice because it has everything, you know, your columns.
Okay,
Yeah,
honey,
you
we
get
need
your
to
gas and
look
all
into
that
that. Can you
stuff.
make a note of that? Logbooks, gas logbooks.
Note to self: check logbooks on the internet.
Scott Jacobs will do them with J. Brooks and Associate on the front, so you can hand them out to your customers.
Okay.
Can you make a note of that?
Give me a quote.
Any other questions?
I want one.
You're welcome, Scott.
Not a question, but just a little information. I track all mine, like it's the software. You can do it in QuickBooks. You have QuickBooks, you put it right on there, and it tracks the whole thing.
You could do it in Excel, you could do it in
That's what I'm
QuickBooks,
saying.
you could do it in
Very easy.
Quicken. Most accounting software now, most off-the-shelf accounting software, and there's free software. Actually, Microsoft Office has a free accounting program you can download from online that tracks your mileage. But many different forms, yes.
I remember a couple of years ago. You all right? A couple of years ago, when I had been ill, I took the business cards of my doctors and I wrote the mileage back and forth to the doctors, the pharmacy, the tolls, and everything. So then all I had to do at the end of the year was just how many trips back and forth. Even from my date book was how many trips I made, and boom, there it was.
It's such an easy
And I couldn't believe how
format.
quickly it added up. Boom, it was right there, and then I had enough to make the deduction, and it had never occurred to me that it would add up that quickly.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. So,
I mean, you know, you think only going 7 miles or 10
Right.
miles is really not that much distance, but you track it over a year, and all of a sudden it becomes a major amount of distance. And to get the write-off, I mean, that's what we're looking at here. How do we reduce your tax basis? And to get your tax basis low, we need to take advantage of every opportunity through the IRS tax code. That's an IRS tax code item. Often missed. People are often surprised when I say,
charity thing.
well, people often,
Drive around.
I get this all the time. I'll say, well, maybe I got an older couple, and I say, well, how many times do you visit the doctor? Oh, about 20, 25 times a year. Okay, well, how far is the distance? We start calculating the distance. I'm like, well, this is 14 cents a mile. We're going to throw this in tax return. They're like, I never knew I could do that. So make sure you keep track of those things. Any other questions?
We have plenty of time, so if you have
Yes,
questions.
I'm sorry, Carolyn.
That's all right.
you got it.
No,
You got
that's
it.
good.
When you're driving for your business and it's a charitable thing too, do you take both?
No, you can only take one or the other. You want to take the best of both. The best of the best
Okay, well, I
of the
didn't know.
best.
Right. Okay.
The best of the best of the
Right,
best. Yeah.
Right.
That's it, Jeff.
So you travel, let's say I have to go to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota.
Okay.
Are those, the plane flight and the hotel and all that is deductible?
They're limited, but yes, they are deductible as a Schedule A deduction. Yes, ma'am.
Jerry, would you explain, you have down here about the standard mileage rate, but if you use the standard mileage rate, you cannot deduct your actual car expenses?
Yes, I'm sorry, I did kind of miss that, didn't I? We use either one or the other. You cannot use both in combination. So when trying to understand the value of what's better for you, that's why we take a look at both areas. We say, okay, let's see how many miles you drove, let's do the calculations for that, and then let's see what receipts you have, do the calculation for that, and which one's going to give you the better deduction. That's what we look at. Not both. One or the other.
So if you've had a year with a lot of car repairs, it's probably
It might be more beneficial to take the receipts.
right.
in that year.
This was the year your transmission went. It might be,
Correct.
yeah.
or you had to get a new motor,
Right.
or your back end blew out.
Even tires.
Tires become an arm and a leg now.
Yeah.
I know I pay almost $300 a tire
Yeah.
to stick them on my truck, thanks to Ford.
They could be more expensive.
I love you, Kevin. Yes, ma'am.
For the medical mileage, you take it from your house?
Make them
Yes.
freaking tires.
From point A to point B destination.
And there can be any medical expense?
Related to family,
Like for me personally?
Correct.
I see the doctor.
Not your plastic surgeon, Jen.
No, I don't.
yeah,
But I see, but like for chronic illness, I see a doctor almost every week.
Yes,
yes,
Okay,
those miles are included.
all right.
that's, trust me.
Alone, that's like half my salary is medical, so I didn't know that.
And that's a huge write-off when you're
Yeah.
Schedule A.
Look at that smile on his face.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Jen, my mileage was like ridiculous. I had like a major write-up just
I
on mileage
see.
and tolls. And the pharmacy. Back and forth to the pharmacy.
Can you take off, prescriptions?
To pick up your prescriptions, yeah, that's everything.
And the actual prescription, because I thought.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
you have to be on certain
Yes.
I didn't, why didn't you know I could take it off?
I asked you, I said, do you own a house? I said, can you take some Schedule A?
I mean, I own it.
We can go back there. We can just look at it. I do that for free. Put your stuff together.
Just get a credit card. Just use that credit card, just get one credit card.
Well, put it together, try to break it. Spreadsheet together. Send it over, I'll plug it back in the return and see if it's gonna be any better.
I used to have a credit card.
What about clothing? You know, like say you're a new kid and, you know, you've got to have certain clothes, you've got to have a certain look and
There you go, Jane.
wear those certain clothes, you know, to do what you got to do.
Especially
Yeah.
Wear
logo shirt.
This is
Logo shirt.
strictly going into a whole tax
I know, but I-
conversation.
This doesn't have to do with
Got
cars.
a uniform and you're going to wear those clothes to the car to drive you need to
Okay.
try.
Okay, now it's in the cars, okay.
All right.
He's gonna have to come back.
I can give you guys the long history of the tax lessons here. Okay, if you, here, this is quick for you, okay? If you buy clothes for your business, like see how nice Carolyn looks, stand up and smile
Exactly,
for
her
her.
earrings look really cool.
Woohoo!
How nice she looks.
That's right.
Okay. She buys those clothes, that can be used as a deduction for her business, okay? If she dry cleans those clothes, which I'm sure she does,
Right.
okay?
Right.
I'm sure she does. The dry cleaning deduction.
Wash and wear it,
Right, for the business. Should I have turned this into
So
a
we can
business
do that.
deduction?
So you don't have to have your name logoed on it in order
No. No, you just have to prove that you wear them for your business.
Take her picture quick.
That's why she has me.
I also heard that you can deduct like your haircuts
Bag.
and your like skincare.
We have to be very careful when we start getting into the manicure of our bodies for our work. The IRS is very particular about what we can and can't do.
Don't they want to keep you?
Well, I know you want to be looking good to be able to sell your Tupperware doctor.
I know that you can't go and buy your little, French bikinis to go to a trade show.
No.
Or,
Unless you're wearing
but
it at the trade
your
show.
suits and
But then you
business attire and
have
things
your
like that
logo
are
on
a
it.
little bit more
You
of
put
a
your leg logo on your underwear.
You would think about either business casual or business professional. That's the dress.
Especially if you're looking for a job, there's also certain
Now you're going to push them really over the edge.
Right.
Let's not do
I
it.
really
Yeah,
Raise,
absolutely. It's in your type of business that requires you to have those pieces.
What about like my membership in the American Nurses Association?
That's definitely a write-off. Any other write-off questions, since we're just going right into it? Let's just learn about tax returns.
I give off, right?
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Bryce had another 35th birthday yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Somehow he managed to get off his bed and make it here this morning. I understand he was celebrating pretty good last
We
night.
had a lot of pictures. What were you?
Whatever people bought him.
That's right.
No, he didn't mix the margarita with the beer.
Yeah, he was
Cinco de
good.
Bryce Day.
That was
There you
nice.
go.
Should we do a roundup for He's a Jolly Good Fellow?
Sure.